Welcome, food travelers, to an episode here in Cambodia. In this episode, we're sharing our dining experience at the House of Wizards in Phnom Penh. And they are located across from the Wat Batam Park, which is a very famous park where people exercise and play in the fields. And they are a couple blocks away from the Royal Palace and also from the River Walk. They open daily from Tuesdays to Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. for lunch hours. Then they're closed for a little bit for break. And then they reopen from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. for dinner. And Sundays, they are open from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and closed on Mondays.
Yeah, Micah, this really sucked. Unfortunately, I became ill on this day, and I was planning to go, of course, to go eat and check this place out with you. But of course, I was not ill, so I ended up staying at the hotel and just kind of staying in pretty much the whole night, which was awful. I definitely wish I could have gone, but I'll have to hit this place up when I'm next in Phnom Penh and give it a try because it looks really cool.
Yeah, I wanted to say this restaurant was definitely interesting. So before we came to Cambodia, I was searching for all sort of restaurants to come try out and some unique dining experience, and this was definitely one of them. So first off, like, the name was really catchy, House of Wizards. And then looking at the photos in the website, it sounded very unique as well. And on their website, they do state that if you make a reservation, it's recommended the dining experience be 90 minutes. And they have a upper floor dining room where you can sit on the floor side. And then they also have this cigar chamber with decorations all around that reminded me more of like an escape room with how much decorations was inside. And I thought the cigar room was very interesting. Like, usually when you go to like a cigar lounge or a cigar room, it has a really strong cigar odor to it. But for this one, I think the ventilation was just superior. Like, there's no smell inside. And so, starting off with the experience, we entered the dining room through this bookshelf doorway, and it gave me kind of like that speakeasy feel to it, where it's behind a hidden door. And I chose this 6-course dining experience rather than the a la carte style. And through the 6-course, it is $65 per person. And you start off by choosing 3 tarot cards, and the staff explained that the tarot cards is your journey for the meal. So it depends what you order, what you pick, and that's how the meal becomes. And I think it would have been really interesting if you were able to join me on this one, Simon, because then we could have seen like what kind of differences we had in the dining experience.
So with those tarot cards, in terms of like, because it's a set meal and you're getting something, like, what does it actually affect, like, ingredient wise? Is that what it is?
So from my understanding is the main difference for these tarot cards are the appetizer, the entree, and the dessert. I think anything in between that is probably set. But looking at like the drink menu here that I'm starting off, I had this drink called the Crystal Ball, and that was made with like Seeker's Cone Gin, cherry brandy, lime juice, lavender syrup, cherry syrup, and the compote white peppercorns. I thought that drink was pretty good. It was pretty sweet. A lot of times is when you're getting some sort of drink that we get in a lot of restaurants, it doesn't quite taste like how it's supposed to taste. But in this case, I thought it was pretty good. And they kind of start off the dinner with this magic, I guess, foam that kind of floats in the air. And the staff kind of explained it that they're going to start cutting it, and then I have to catch it with my spoon.
It definitely seems like an interactive dining experience. You interact with the staff quite a bit, and you kind of go through. And it's a show without being a show, which is kind of cool. And there's a lot of little unique things to see, and they play with a lot of stuff, especially with smoke and things like that. I thought that was really nice to see.
Yeah, it's definitely more theatrical, I would say. There's a lot of smoke effects to it. There's a lot of different type of, I guess, dry ice effects as well. I think that just kind of goes with the name, right? The House of Wizards. So to me, I'm thinking like Harry Potter. Like in Harry Potter, they have all sort of smoke and and effects that you see in the movie.
So everything presentation wise looks absolutely beautiful. Like it looks like very well thought out and crafted and kind of put together. In terms of flavor wise, like how was the flavor? Did the food match how beautifully the presentation was?
I thought the food was actually pretty good. It was not bad. So some of the ingredients in the dishes I wasn't able to recall, and I tried reaching out to the restaurant. However, I wasn't able to get like a clear answer from them, as they stated that it's their concept to create this sense of surprise for the customers, and they won't know what they will get for the dinner. It's kind of like a molecular gastronomy type of style experience, and at the beginning of the course, they will ask you if there's anything that you cannot eat or will not eat, so that they can adjust accordingly to your dining experience.
So going through the 6 courses, I mean, is there like multiple appetizers, multiple entrees, or how is it set up?
So starting off, they give you this, I guess it's like a Scotch egg or fried egg type of like bite-sized dish. Then the next one was like a seafood plate where it had like the apero cured salmon, some sort of salmon, like a sticky salmon skin with like caviar and the raw oysters. Then the third one was the soup of the day. I think this was like a chestnut or shiitake mushroom soup. It was kind of thick, kind of like a bisque style, with that toast bread and bacon and onion rings, and the coconut was from the hearts. It was pretty good. It was nice. It had a good texture to it. Then moving along, I got another drink, of course, and this drink was called the Witch Brew. I thought it was very fitting, especially with all that smoke coming off the drink, and that was made with Akashi red whiskey, blackberry liqueur, green lime juice, vanilla syrup, and dry chrysanthemum and dry ice. And then moving along after that was going towards the entree, where the entree, it came with 2 dishes, so I guess it's number 4 and 5, which was a salmon Wellington and then a veggie dish. When they first brought out that veggie dish, they told me that I have to wait, I have to let it grow. I'm like, what does that even mean? When you're at the restaurant, how are you supposed to let something grow? So then they came over and they started pouring hot water onto like the carrots or the asparagus, and watching the video you can see that it just rises from the dirt, creating that grow effect.
When I saw the footage, Mike, it looked really interesting. It was. Then you told me that you could eat the dirt. So what was that like?
So they told me that the dirt was a edible soy. I'm not exactly sure what that means. The dirt tasted like, I don't know, I guess like soy. It didn't taste like, it had a crunchy soy texture to it. I guess like if you eat any vegan restaurants or vegan dishes, oftentimes they use some sort of soy to make the texture in that sense.
Okay, I mean, I'm assuming it's kind of like a. I've had soy burgers, so I'm in my mind, I'm thinking it's kind of like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't really taste like anything to me. It just tasted like you're eating dirt without all the dirt from outside. But moving along, okay. So that salmon Wellington, I thought they did a pretty good job. The puff pastry outside was nice and crispy. You could probably hear it in the video that when I was cutting through it, you could see like the bits of puff pastry just like flying all over the plate. I thought that was pretty good. And then after that, before the dessert, they kind of brought this balloon helium thing, and they showed me once what to do. It just kind of changes your voice and makes it like a high-pitched sound, and it was just super sticky.
It looked kind of like bubble gum, like somebody chewed it, blew a bubble, and then stuck it on the stick, and then had you to eat it. But is this last dish? It's a dessert, right?
Yes, this last dish is a dessert. Kind of like those magic chocolate sphere or balls where it kind of melts away the moment you pour the sauce onto it. But I think in this part, it was like a chocolate mousse or ganache with some sort of berry sauce. I think this would have been even better if they maybe added like ice cream, like vanilla ice cream in the center, because you know, like with chocolate and the berry, it's like already really strong. So maybe some sort of ice cream would have made it, I guess, more less sweet.
There looked like there was a kind of a white powder inside of it as you broke it down. Um, did you know what that was?
I have no idea what that was, but it was kind of chalky. It was sweet overall, but I did really enjoy this restaurant. I thought the service was really good. It was really interactive. It was fun. Overall, a great dining experience. I would definitely recommend this for anybody who's coming to Phnom Penh and looking for a unique dining experience. And to wrap up the episode are the notables. Unfortunately for this one, there are none.
If you've enjoyed the content you've seen, don't forget to support the channel and hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see additional pictures of food and our travels, go over to our Instagram page and follow us there. And thanks for watching.